Light in Medicine. Lenses and Defects of Vision. By Assistant Professor of Medical Physics, Dr. Al-Arif. Converging Lenses. A simple converging lens is shown in the figure. This type of a lens is called a convex lens. Parallel rays of light passing through a convex lens converge at a point called the principal focus of the lens. The distance of this point from the lens is called the focal length f. Conversely, light from a point source at the focal point emerges from the lens as a parallel beam. Light from a point source located beyond the focal length of the lens is converged to a point image on the other side of the lens. This type of an image is called a real image because it can be seen on a screen placed at the point of convergence. Diverging lenses. An example of a diverging lens is the concave lens shown in figure. Parallel light diverges after passing through a concave lens. The apparent source of origin for the diverging rays is the focal point of the concave lens. All the equations we have presented for the converging lens apply in this case also, provided the sign conventions are obeyed. The focal length for a diverging lens is always negative and the lens produces only virtual images. The vision. Vision is our most important source of information about the external world. It has been estimated that about 70% of a person's sensory input is obtained through the eye. The three components of vision are the stimulus, which is light, the optical components of the eye and the nervous system, which processes and interprets the visual images. A diagram of the human eye is given in the figure. The eye is roughly a sphere, approximately 2.4 centimeters in diameter. All eyes are similar in structure but vary in size. Light enters the eye through the cornea, which is a transparent section in the outer cover of the eyeball. The light is focused by the lens system of the eye into an inverted image at the photosensitive retina, which covers the back surface of the eye. Here the light produces nerve impulses that send the information to the brain. The focusing of the light into an image at the retina is produced by the curved surface of the cornea and by the crystalline lens inside the eye. The focusing power of the cornea is fixed. Depending on the intensity of the light, the diameter of the aperture ranges from 2 to 8 millimeters. The cavity of the eye is filled with two types of fluid, both of which have a refractive index about the same as water. The front of the eye, between the lens and the cornea, is filled with a watery fluid called the aqueous humor. The space between the lens and the retina is filled with the gelatinous vitreous humor. Accommodation of the eye. The focusing of the eye is controlled by the ciliary muscle, which can change the thickness and curvature of the lens. This process of focusing is called accommodation. When the ciliary muscle is relaxed, the crystalline lens is fairly flat, and the focusing power of the eye is at its minimum. Under these conditions, a parallel beam of light is focused at the retina. With the maximum contraction of the ciliary muscle, a normal eye of a young adult can focus on objects about 15 centimeters from the eye. Closer objects appear blurred. The minimum distance of sharp focus the light on the retina is called the near point of the eye. The focusing range of the crystalline lens decreases with age. Defects of vision. There are three common defects in vision associated with the focusing system of the eye: myopia, nearsightedness, hyperopia, farsightedness, and astigmatism. Myopia. In the myopic eye the lens system focuses the parallel light in front of the retina, Fig. A. This misfocusing is usually caused by an elongated eyeball or an excessive curvature of the cornea. It can be corrected by using diverging lenses in Figure B. Hyperopia. In hyperopia the problem is reversed where parallel light is focused behind the retina, see Figure A. The problem here is caused by an eyeball that is shorter than normal or by the inadequate focusing power of the eye. The hyperopic eye can accommodate objects at infinity, but its near point is farther away than is normal. It can be corrected using converging lenses in Figure B. Astigmatism is a defect caused by a non-spherical cornea. An oval-shaped cornea, for example, is more sharply curved along one plane than another, therefore, it cannot form simultaneously sharp images of two perpendicular lines. One of the lines is always out of focus, resulting in distorted vision. The uneven corneal curvature in astigmatism is compensated for by a cylindrical lens, figure which focuses light along one axis but not along the other. Please follow the solved example carefully. Try to solve the following problems by yourself and check your result with the given answer.